The data analyst role has divided. You are either managing the mechanical side of automation, or you are architecting the insights that automation produces. The primary threat to your career is no longer job replacement by AI. Instead, it's the friction caused by the sheer volume of choices. Navigating hundreds of overlapping apps has turned simple tool selection into a source of decision paralysis. When you choose a platform that doesn't align with your specific tasks, you spend your day fighting the software's constraints rather than accelerating your workflow. In the current ecosystem, 6 major applications define the market: Cursor, GitHub Copilot, Claude, ChatGPT, Hex, and Julius AI. This quadrant chart plots exactly how they compare. On the x-axis, we have the need for technical control through code. On the y-axis, we have speed to a finished report. Cursor, Copilot, Claude, ChatGPT, Hex, and Julius occupy very different spaces here. We are going to evaluate these platforms by looking at how they perform in real, distinct daily workflows, rather than relying on vendor marketing. Long-term career survival depends on identifying the exact tool that removes friction from your specific desk, rather than trying to master every new release. Pipeline engineers and advanced analysts live in this environment, managing multi-file repositories and complex transformations inside an IDE. For this specific workflow, Cursor and GitHub Copilot are the standard choices. Adopting them requires migrating to an AI-native VS Code fork or installing dedicated extensions, alongside a monthly subscription fee. The primary benefit is code-based wide awareness. These tools can scan dozens of folders to autonomously generate multi-file DBT models or complex Python transformations. They also provide context-aware inline SQL autocomplete. As you type, the AI suggests joins and column names based on the specific formatting of your existing project. However, these IDE-native features offer no utility for analysts whose workflows are confined to web browsers or business intelligence dashboards. There is also a risk when using Cursor's agent mode. It can make broad, unexpected changes across multiple files that require a rigorous human audit to catch errors. Multi-file AI platforms act as massive productivity multipliers for engineers, but they shift the human role from code writer to code reviewer. Mid-level analysts often bridge the gap between querying a raw database and collaborating with a broader team. For this hybrid role, Claude Pro and Hex are the most effective tools for balancing deep reasoning with reproducible research. Using Claude effectively starts by pasting data dictionaries and SQL schemas into its context window so it understands your environment. Once it has that context, Claude provides the logic required to refactor messy SQL or translate queries across dialects, like converting Snowflake functions into BigQuery. Hex complements this by providing a cloud-based notebook where teams can share and verify AI-assisted research in a single location. The friction with Claude is the lack of a built-in Python execution environment. You have to manually copy its code, run it in a separate terminal, and paste any errors back into the chat. Hex solves the execution problem, but it requires a team-wide subscription and a department-level commitment to shift your entire reporting ecosystem. This stack trades away frictionless speed for superior reasoning. It is the best choice for translating business rules into code, but it is poor for rapid prototyping. Business analysts often face a different pressure: ad hoc executive requests, raw CSV exports, and short deadlines for slide decks. In this low-code workflow, Julius AI, ChatGPT Advanced Data, and Copilot for Excel provide the most direct solutions. You upload an unstructured CSV and use plain language prompts to request data cleaning or trend summaries. The outcomes are immediate: standardized data, automatic chart generation, and narrative summaries ready for a boardroom presentation. However, the security trade-off is significant. Pasting sensitive financial or healthcare data into public AI models poses a high risk of compliance violations. There is also a structural trade-off. The outputs are often black boxes with unauditable logic that cannot be permanently integrated into an enterprise database. Conversational AI offers the fastest speed to an insight, but it trades away data governance, mathematical transparency, and long-term reproducibility. To make these choices actionable, we can map them into a logic tree based on the primary environment where you spend your day. For analysts working inside an IDE, the recommendation is to pair Cursor for its multi-file awareness with Claude Pro for its deep logic reasoning. For those working in cloud warehouses and computational notebooks, utilize Claude for refactoring complex SQL and Hex for maintaining collaborative team environments. And for analysts living inside spreadsheets and presentation software, rely on Julius AI or Microsoft 365 Copilot for visualization generation without needing to write code. The most valuable analyst skill in 2026 is no longer writing scripts from scratch. It is knowing exactly which AI tool to delegate the mechanics to, freeing the human to validate the results and drive business strategy.